All right. Hey, everybody. I wasn't expecting to start 2026 quite like I started 2025, and that's unemployed, but here I am, which gives me the opportunity to share these cameras that some of you guys have been asking about with you. In between each camera, I will share photos from it, both black and white and color. Some of them are good. I'm saving the very best camera for last, and this will be a three-part series. Tomorrow we'll be talking about the medium format because I only have one, but there's a lot to it. And then the Graflex, which is only one thing, but there's a lot to that as well. There's a lot of information with it, but there's just I get too excited talking about them to really like rush through them because there's so much history behind them. So let's begin. All right, so the first camera we're going to start off with is this 48? 47? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Hit the Google, I'll look after. Correct it in the description, but it's a Japanese 35 millimeter. It's important because it came out not for the Japanese market. It was originally designed, so Korean War. So it was originally designed, they all came with these nice leather cases. This was a standard back in the day, by the way. That's real leather right there, 100% real leather. So this camera was originally marketed to GIs returning from Korea. That's why it's Japanese made, but it's in English. It's made in Japan on the back. This is a mechanical camera. This is the absolute most basic 35 millimeter that you can get. At this time, 120 was the big standard for film. Everybody was shooting medium format. That's what was in all the print. It wasn't really consumer friendly or designed for the average family to just say, hey, let's grab a photo and grab memories as we're going. That's what cameras like these were designed to solve. That's the problem that they were designed to solve. And they're just, I don't know, they're just so cool. They're like the most basic camera on the planet. Nothing is connected in here. It's like, that's it. Whoa. Got a take-up spool that comes out, goes over here. It's the neatest little camera. Yeah, so as cool as that double exposure is, it's not the ideal situation. This isn't something I would use to put in print for sure. But I sell something from it as art or abstract. Yeah. But I mean, it's a neat little camera to have nonetheless because it's considered a rare camera. There were not many of these made. It was not expensive is the best part. A lot of these cameras and all the stuff that I find and half of the attractive value of this is they're used. They've seen some things. They've got history. They've done some stuff. They've I wouldn't even know what kind of photos these things have taken, which is what makes them so much fun because I'm just adding to it. And with the way that these are constructed, you'll be able to keep taking photos for maybe the next 30, 40 years, even more. Just got to take care of it. I won't be on the planet that long, but I mean, whatever. All right. So now my favorite. Well, no, it's not my favorite. It's my second-ish favorite. One of the first ones that I started with, and I've seen a lot about it lately. You're going to notice a trend with most of these, and if I had one for my Canon, it would be on there, but I can't find one right now. Mintola SRT 101. I have got some history with this camera. I have to fix this leather case too. I'm sure I can figure it out somewhere. But this thing is just a tank. It's solid. It feels almost indestructible. It's an SLR. The Samoca was a rangefinder. It's an SLR, which is why it's a little bit heavier. But for an SLR, for its time, this is, hey, I want to start shooting film. I've never shot a film camera. This one, right here, you want the SRT 101. Or, let's see, I got my fiance the Nikon FE, what was it, the FE something? I don't know, I'll have to go look at it. But she likes it. She does really good with it. Like, there's plenty of cameras. There's no reason to get intimidated by film. The stuff that I'm going to share tomorrow is not something you absolutely have to jump into. I just enjoy it because it's unique, and I like the way the photos look, which is one of the reasons why I like this. It's just, oh, it just feels like a camera. Plus the photos are just really good. A lot of my earlier stuff that you guys see on here was shot with this. So to be able to show it to you guys is kind of cool in this light. I've got more lenses for it, obviously. It's just got a regular 50 millimeter. Well, actually, the lens on the Samoca is a 50 millimeter as well, but it's smaller. Here, I'll show you. So this is supposed to be a 50 millimeter lens. And this is a 50 millimeter lens. So, yeah, that's why the photos look vastly different. So, you know, it's just, its actions. I love that sound. Ready? Oh, yeah. That sound is amazing. It's almost as good as my fiance coming through the door. It's difficult for street shooting though, because people notice it. And the whole point of street shooting is to do stuff, to shoot without somebody seeing. But I mean, just generally walking around someplace touristy kind of stuff. I just sling this on my side with some black and white and walk around with it. And I mean, I haven't used it in over a year, which is wrong. I should use it more often, but I don't, mostly because film is expensive. And as I get new toys, I want to play with them, especially with that last one. Oh, I'm going to use it. That last one's going to get a lot of use. Probably that last one and this one are going to get a lot more use than the next one that I'm about to share. Mostly because I need to send that Canon off for repair. You'll hear why. So what you want to try to do when you're looking for these cameras is find one with a working light meter. Light meter is built in. It's a TTL or a through the lens. Takes all the light information coming in off of here, bounces around on a photo cell. All right, the next one. I love the next one. It's not one of my absolute favorites, but I love it. I've only got one lens for it so far. Again, logistics. It's my Canon A1. It's not the AE1. It's not the F1 or whatever. It's the Canon A1. It is basically the film version of the 2000D that I have that got me really started on this in the first place. The camera that I put into my hands and went, oh my God, this is what I'm doing. This feels great, was that Canon 2000D. And then the Mintola made me want to explore more. But this one, I remember the first time using it, I was worried. I didn't know how the photos are going to come out because it's got that classic. Ready? Let's see if you can hear it. Oh, the Canon mirror lag. I got to send this off to AOK Camera to let them fix it because. Oh, yeah, there it is, a camera lag. It's just too good to. Hold on, let me move it to aperture value. Let me move it to time value. Let's bust it up here to 1/1000th. See, works just fine, right? Set it on flash speed for 1/160th. Works just fine. Down to 1/80th of a second. Oh, there it is. So that's the only issue that you're going to run into with these older Canons because they're tanks. I don't want to destroy it by continuing to force the shutter and the mirror to continuously do their thing. But I mean, somebody needed a camera to shoot or something, or a third camera or whatever, or I wanted to try a third kind of film that I'm not going to really run out that much. Like this would be the camera that I use. It's got a macro lens on it though, so I suppose I should start trying some of that. But I don't know, that kind of intimidates me a little bit. I don't really have interest in the close-up stuff. I like this. It's a great little camera. This was made in the 80s as well. And it just, I mean, take a look at the photos. They speak for themselves. All right, guys, it's the last camera on my 35 millimeter and my favorite. It's a recent addition. My fiance got it for me for Christmas, and it's perfect. I've wanted a Leica or a Contax, more or less a Contax, forever. They've got all kinds of updated versions of the Contax too, but as a part of wartime reparations at the end of World War II, we decided to give the Contax company over to the Russians and the USSR. So they took everything, including the engineers, especially the optical engineers, and flew them to Odessa, Ukraine, where develops probably some of the best cameras that you've never heard of. If you're thinking about buying a Contax, there's no need to. Don't waste your money if you can't afford it on an old Contax. There's no point in paying $2,000 when I have the exact same camera for like a fraction of the price. I don't know. My fiance got it for me. I think that's one of the reasons I love it so much. I'm biased towards it, but like, it's got a 53 millimeter lens, which Leica kind of does the same thing, except Leica around down to 50. They're like 51.5 or something like that. I can't remember. I didn't really look it up. I didn't plan on doing this video right away. I was just bored because I'm not working. So this has got a 53 millimeter lens. Really, it's a 50 millimeter lens. It shoots a 50 millimeter frame, as you can see by these shots right here. See, like, you would not expect photos like that out of a Soviet camera. No offense, Soviet Union, if there's any of you guys around. But I mean, you would not expect a reproduction in terms of it being a reproduction to that sense to be of this high a quality of photo. But the problem is it's not a reproduction. It's a contacts. The USSR didn't go, oh, we're going to copy and paste this. They went, no, we're going to make it. We're going to make it. The Soviet Union built stuff to last. Russia still builds stuff to last. I mean, this thing, I've dropped this and it still keeps going. And it's just, I've got film in it. No, I don't. Oh, no, I don't. Ready? It's so quiet. Ready? That versus, ready? That's so loud. Holy shit, that's so loud. Hold on. All right, they're both around. Ready? Minolta. Contacts. One more time. Minolta. Loud as shit. Kiev or contacts. Oh, so quiet. Love it. So again, the photos, they're just so high quality. It's got some weird quirks about it. It's a rangefinder. For starters, the Canon and the Minolta are both SLRs, or single lens reflective cameras. So the light has one path in. It bounces off of a mirror and goes up through the eyepiece and right into your eye. In these, it's a little bit different. The light that comes through the lens is uninterrupted all the way to your film. Focusing is achieved up here with a rangefinder that's set for distances. So whenever I point this at something, I'm going to put it there, and I'm going to give me two squares, one blue and one yellow. And in between those squares, I have to line the image up. That's how I know that I am 100% focused for that exact moment. And I love it because it's crisp. I mean, here, look at this one. Great, right? It's just so cool. And the best part is Flash works with it. Doesn't have a 1/60th flash speed because it's got weird Soviet stuff, but I'm going to run a roll of Fuji 400 because it's all that I have as soon as I can find it. I'm going to run that roll of Fuji 400 through it and see what we get. I'll share them later. So anyway, have a good day, everybody. Tune in tomorrow. We'll talk about my medium format, the Mamiya C3 TLR. Bye.